Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Monday. Today I'm coming at you with our weekly Minks Monday Q&A. So let's get started with the very first question. And I'm in a very bubbly mood for whatever reason. Okay, unique today. Hi Minnie, you always have very pretty nails. Thank you. Do you do them yourself or do you get them done professionally? If you do them yourself, do you know of any nail polishes or top coats that dry quickly? Thank you for the compliment. And I do actually do them myself. This is one of the things that I remember I told you guys a while back that sometimes you have to cut things out of your life to be able to make room for some of these high-end luxury goods. Well, for me, it's actually nails, and which is kind of a good thing because they were getting really trashed when I kept getting them done. So it's just my own. I mean, I actually just cut these so they're not looking as good as they normally should. But I do them myself. And as far as nail polishes or top coats that dry quickly, I really do think Christian Louboutin has some of the best nail polish that dries very quickly. But obviously it's a little bit on the higher end side. If you're going for a little bit less expensive, I think OPI has a few good ones, like this one right here. I think anything that is matte or that is obviously not as shiny as it normally is, dries very quickly. These are actually two top coats of the OPI. Oh, what is it? So something pink. Oh my goodness, I don't remember. I'll put it down in the description box below. But it actually dried within a minute or two, which is actually really good. Because if there's one thing I do not like is waiting around for nail polish to dry. And the reason why, and I used to use a top coat and a quick drying top coat, but I stayed away from those because I noticed that every time I used those, my nail polish didn't last as long as it normally did, even when I used a base coat or anything like that. So I don't use a base coat or a top coat, and I don't use anything to make them dry quickly. And the ones that I did use were a Borghese top coat, and OPI had a really good one for fast drying as well. But there is another nail polish my mom uses. What is it called? My mom is a nail polish fiend. I think she has like 200 nail polishes, and she changes her nail color almost every day. Crazy, right? But what does she use? She uses Sinful is a really good brand. They have really nice colors. I think they're really inexpensive. You can get them at Rite Aid, CVS. I think they're like $1.99, but they have really cool colors. What else? I think she uses a lot of, I'm going off of her because I tend to use my nail polishes for like a few days at a time. So I'm trying to think of the brands that she uses. She uses Revlon, Revlon Top Speed. I think that's the best one for fast drying. She swears by it and she absolutely loves it. So I'd have to say with those few brands of polishes. Hopefully I was able to answer your question. Okay, Rachel Quinn, congratulations. Oh, I'm so excited for you. This is in reference to the big news that I gave you guys last week. I had a question about the LV boutiques. I had an issue when I went to take my LV to the boutique for repair. What's the deal with the attitude at LV's? I had the same issue when I was living in SoCal because I think she said that she is now living in Virginia. You know what? I don't think it's necessarily Southern California. I think some Louis Vuittons just have really snobby SAs for whatever reason. For example, if I ever worked at Louis Vuitton, which, oh my goodness, that would be so much fun. I don't think I could. There is no way I could be a jerk or snobby. I mean, and I get it. I understand that they have people coming in here. People going into the stores and being very snobby themselves. I know one time I was talking to an SA and they said that they were so fed up with answering the same question over and over again because of tourists. And I actually hear that a lot, obviously, because I live in Southern California. A lot of people tend to vacation out in Southern California, especially from other countries. And to me, it's just, I don't understand, because if your clientele that is in that same community doesn't shop there, why wouldn't you want a tourist to come to Southern California and shop at your boutique? I mean, you can make their day. They'll probably go back and say, oh my gosh, I had such a great time, blah, 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 blah. you know, and you'll get even more fans of the brand. But when you get, like I said, when you get these essays that are just so snotty and so rude and so conceited, it's like, dude, calm down. Like, you don't have, I mean, these are not your bags. You are selling the bags, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. I think that as long as the customer is nice, and I think as long as the essay is nice, I think it'll all work out. I have myself have had extremely rude sales associates, and I will give them attitude right back. Obviously, you guys can tell from the look on my face that I just gave. But I mean, I'm not going to go into a boutique, spend all this money just to be treated like crap. Sorry, it's not going to happen. So, I don't know. I think it's just a matter of wherever it is, but I know very high touristy, locations tend to have the rudest essays. I had learned to find that out, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know. How about all of us work at Louis Vuitton? Then we'll show people what it's really like to be there. We'll be happy and I know. Okay. Amina Rua. I'm sorry. Hi, can I ask some pointers on how to price my bags? I'm planning to sell a few. Thank you. Well, it's a great thing you asked that. A good thing to know when you're trying to sell your bags, first and foremost, you want to look at the wear and tear. You want to know, is it still in season? Is it in the stores now? If it's a discontinued piece and it's something that's not too popular, it might be a little bit harder to sell, so you might have to lower the price just a tad. But then again, there's always people out there looking for different bags, not necessarily just the popular ones. But one thing to know, okay, so you have to look at, is it discontinued or not? Is it in stores right now? At the wear and tear on it, and what does it come with? If you have a bag that comes with the box, the dust bag, the receipt, and all those other goodies, you will actually end up, you'll probably be able to get more money out of it, because if someone doesn't want to go into boutique, they can get yours or whoever's selling it for less, without having to go into the boutique. Does that make sense? So you get everything that you would normally get when you go shopping at LV. You just don't have to pay for tax or whatever it is that however the person's selling it. Prime example. I have this beauty right here, which is for sale. I actually posted it on my Instagram, so I'm sure a few of you have seen this. This is the Louis Vuitton Zippy Organizer Wallet. This is the giant one, the one that fits everything. So if you have, obviously if you need a lot of space, this is a great wallet for it. This wallet currently retails for $905 here in the States. And the reason, and I was actually selling it because I have a organizer wallet that I end up using more. And this is $905 here in the States. And at first I had it for $700, and then I thought, okay, it only comes with the dust bag. It's an older dust bag. It only comes with the dust bag. It's still in stores. I don't have anything else for it, so why not knock it off a little bit more? Because if you go into the boutique, obviously you have to pay for tax, depending upon what state you live in. I know Oregon doesn't have to pay any tax, so not fair. But now I'm putting this wallet up for $625 here in the US, or $625 is what I'm going to post it as soon as we're done with this video. So if you're interested in this wallet, let me know. You guys can email me at minksforall@yahoo.com, but this is only for US residents. It's just a little bit easier for me to do tracking and all that other good stuff. But anyway, so those are a few pointers that you want to do. You want to look at those 4 or 5 tips and then go from there. You don't want to sell the bag if it's in great condition at an insanely low price. You don't want to do that because it is Louis Vuitton. They still hold their value quite well. So hopefully I was able to help you out with that. Okay, Dex09081. Hi, Minnie. I have a question around what time does LV start with the festive wrapping, like the colored ribbons, or is it just for Christmas? I know that they mostly start November 1st, if I'm not mistaken. I know some boutiques are different. I remember I was at another boutique like November 10th or 7th, and they said they didn't start it until Black Friday. So I don't know if it varies depending upon the location. But I know there's also a few times that they do it for Valentine's Day. I'm not too sure about Mother's Day, but I think I've seen some colored ribbons during Valentine's Day and obviously mostly during Christmas. I wish it was year-round. I wish it was like a ribbon of the month or something. Okay, yeah, right, because then it'll probably be something else we'll try to collect. Okay, Brenda Amaya, are you getting something from the V collection? I did have the V Essentials ring that I ended up having to return because it didn't fit, but I don't think so. Well, I was looking at the, what is it called? At the Speedy 30. I really like it, but I don't think I would end up purchasing it because, as you guys know, it's either one or the other. Either I'll use my Mon Mono or I use the V. For whatever reason, that's just the way that I am. But no. As of right now, no. Cameron Betts, what are your opinions on Ted Baker? I love it, but would you consider it a luxury brand or not? Love your videos. Thank you. You know what? I like Ted Baker. I don't consider them a high-end luxury good, although I do really like the spin that they put on. They modernized retro looks, I mean, insanely well, especially with their new collection right now. I mean, I like them, but I don't consider them a luxury brand, no. Okay, Bianca D. Congrats on this new chapter in your life. Hope it brings happiness. Thank you. Okay, now she has 4 questions. Any updates on the Chanel GST and as far as it being discontinued or not? To be honest, I don't know. I have still seen quite a bit coming out. I know that they're probably doing their last push, but when I actually spoke to my SA, I think it was a few days ago, she still hadn't heard anything. I know there is a tote that's replacing it. It's in stores now, and I believe it's $3,900, but as far as them completely getting rid of the GST, I have no idea. Okay, any SLGs you're lusting over? Well, all of them. No. What have I been seeing on? I think I really want to look at I don't know. I keep thinking about the Empreinte clay. I know it's been around for a little bit now, and I just keep thinking about it. I'm hoping it'll come out in the color Dahlia because that pink is I mean, it is gorgeous. So I really want an Empreinte clay. And then as far as I mean, nothing really, so boring, right? But I know a few of you have been asking me about the multi-card clay or the multi-clay. The zippy multi-card clay. It's kind of like a zippy wallet. It's just this big and it has, I think, 8 slots when you open it up. And I actually was at the boutique and I personally don't like it. I think it's extremely bulbous, and what I don't like about it is the fact that the slots that it has aren't stationary. So if you do put coin in there, if you do put something, I'm afraid that it'll end up slipping through underneath one of the little holder, not the holder, one of the little dividers. And it just, I don't know. Like I said, a few of you have been asking me about that, and I'm not crazy about it. I know it comes in a few different colors, and a few of my good friends out there actually picked one up. And congrats to them, but for this gal, it is not for me. Okay, let's see. Oh, she has another question. Sorry, she has 4 questions. Number 3, what are your favorite, most used SLGs that are must-haves in any collection? This is a great question. I personally have 4 that I absolutely love out of everything I have. I think that obviously number 1 is the 6-ring key holder. You guys know how I feel about this. It is my all-time favorite piece here for Louis Vuitton. It'll be with me till the end of time. But the reason why I'm such a lover of it, and I've talked about it a million times, but is because obviously if you have car keys and if you do have high-end luxury goods, you don't want your keys to scratch up the interior of your bag, the lining, or any other goodies that you have in there. So this for me is a major must. Plus, I like the fact that whenever I'm driving, I'm able to just put my keys back in here and I'm able to use it just like this. So I like this one. Now, if you don't have, if you could really care less about the key holder, there are 3 essentials that I absolutely love. Obviously, the other one's my favorite, are these 3 right here. And they're in no particular print or order. Obviously, the clay. The clay is such a fabulous piece. Obviously, it is a key pouch. It is mostly intended for your keys. People use it for change. People use it for their store cards or little gift cards in here. You can utilize this in so many aspects of your life. You could use this as a little mini wallet and be able to go compact extremely with this. And I think this is great. I think they retail for $200 here in the States, but you can really get a feel for the brand and see how great they are. Another one that I absolutely love is the mini pochette. I like the fact that you can use this as a clutch. You can use this as a makeup pouch. You can use this as an, odds and ends type of goodies in here. But I absolutely love this. I think this is one of the pieces that doesn't get as much attention as I think it should, but I really, really like it. And I love the fact that it comes with the little chain, and it's just the little details on it. And you guys know I'm all about the detail. Okay, and the last one that I would have to recommend is a wallet from Louis Vuitton. It doesn't have to be the Josephine, just a very good wallet. I think I have how many? 5 wallets. It's a little excessive, but I think that if you have a really good wallet, you don't really need any more than 1, 2, or like I said, I'm a little excessive. But if you have a really good wallet, you can, it really withstands the test of time, and you can use this in your everyday. You can go with this wallet in every single bag that you have. It doesn't have to be a high-end luxury bag. It can be any bag whatsoever. But I think a good investment on a great wallet is a major must. So those are the 4 technically that I think are must-haves. Okay, and number 4, do you think the on-print leather is worth the price difference? You know what? I do. And the reason is, actually, I had someone ask me the other day if they had to choose between the Favorite and the Chanel Walk, which one would they do? I know I'm getting a little off track, but I have a point, I promise. And I recommended the Walk because the Walk is all leather. It's mostly all leather. The Favorite is mostly canvas with vachetta trimmings. So obviously the big price difference is the leather part. And when it comes to Empreinte is all leather, and it is such the quality of the leather is so luxurious. I absolutely love it, and the smell is intoxicating. But obviously you're not buying it for the smell. But I think it is such a great leather. I know that some people use it on rainy days and they don't have to worry about it, changing color, or I love Empreinte, and yes, I really do think that it's worth the price difference. Too bad for me. Okay. All right. Kim C. I don't know why I'm yelling. Hi, Minnie. My birthday is coming up, and I'm torn between the Alma PM and Epi versus Vernis. What do you think of Epi Leathers? I'm just a t-shirt and jeans type of gal. I think out of the 2, obviously, I have 2 Vernis. I prefer Vernis. I think I like the way that the colors are captured with the patent look, if you will. But the Epi Almas are absolutely gorgeous. They're extremely understated. They are subtle. They are very subtle, but extremely luxurious, especially the black Epi. That's probably my favorite. When it comes to other colors, I don't like the fact that you can see the little lines that the Epi has, and then they kind of vary on the color as far as the leather goes. So I personally prefer black Epi. I think it looks fantastic. Another good one sometimes is red, or carmine, I think it was. But honestly, if you can't go wrong with either one. You can dress up the bag or you can dress it down. You can wear it with a little black dress if you're going out, and you can have the black Epi Alma, or you could just wear a t-shirt and jeans and rock that bag. It doesn't matter. But honestly, I like both. I prefer Vernis. Vernis is a little bit more, you have to be a little bit more careful as far as color transfer. But if you go with Epi, you could wear it, year round, and you don't have to worry about being too careful with it because it is such a durable leather. So I'm a big fan of Epi. The color, the black Epi, definitely. The other ones kind of freak me out a little bit. Okay. Anna over Cash. I love you, Minnie. I love you too. Okay, my question is, if you could only keep one handbag, oh snap, and only keep what you could stuff in it, what would they be? Okay, this is a great question. I think what I would do, I would put my jumbo, I would fill my jumbo with my insulate, my multicolor insulate, or my multicolor insulate wallet, yeah. My clays, I would stuff my jumbo full of, okay, so my clays, my insulate wallet, what else? A couple of luggage tags, my passport holder, my Josephines. I would pack it to the point where it's like popping out, right? And then what I would do in my jumbo, I'd fill that all in there, and then my jumbo I would fit in my Speedy 30 multicolor block because I know it fits in there. And then in there I would fit I would fit my mini pochette, my 6-ring card, I mean everything, as much, it would be like a frenzy of what I could fit in there. So I would stuff whatever I could in my jumbo and put my jumbo and my Speedy 30. I bet you weren't expecting that answer. Okay. Marktastic Media. You mentioned in one of your videos that you have a $2,000 limit for canvas bags. What are other guidelines that you shop by? I love your videos. Thank you. Well, obviously you guys know I'm a made in France snob, so that's a big thing for me. I always like to see if I could find a made in France. And then I really like to be able to add, especially as of the late, I like to add bags that are a little bit different from my collection. I don't want to be the person that has a multitude of Speedies and a multitude of Neverfulls. I want to have a little bit of variety. I want to be able to come in here and just kind of go, I feel like going crossbody today. I'll grab the Pochette Matisse. I feel like going super glam, and then I'll get, you know, the jumbo and stuff like that. So I think I like to mostly add variety, and when I'm buying the bags, especially if I'm in Louis Vuitton, I really have to think if I'm going to use the bag. If it's something that I'm just going to use once or twice and then have it sit on my shelf, I definitely won't end up getting it, as beautiful as it might be. But I have to make sure that's something that I can incorporate, you know, and be able to rotate routinely in my collection, because like I said, I don't want it to sit there. So it's not too many other guidelines that I have, just mostly that and a really good essay. Okay. Jazz Vance. Can you do a what's in my car tag? I don't know. I don't know if that'd be fun. I have a really boring sedan. It's nothing fancy. And I don't think it would be too much fun because I'm very meticulous when it comes to my car as well. I don't think I've had people in my back seat in like a year. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know. I don't know what is going on with my throat again. Okay. Miss Elena. Okay. Minnie, I have one more question. I have my bridal shower coming up in a month. My mom asked me to choose a present that I will enjoy. It just happened that pots and silverware do not make me happy. I hear ya. Do you think getting a Louis Vuitton SLG or a piece of silver Tiffany jewelry can be a bridal shower present? Is it going to be inappropriate, since usually the gift should be for a couple? Thank you. I think in terms of what's normal, it might be a little bit inappropriate, but you know what, girlfriend? It is your wedding. You can do whatever you want. If you want a Louis Vuitton SLG, you know what? You know what's a good one? Do a Louis Vuitton passport holder, because just like mine, you can hold yours and your hubby's, and you can use it when you're going on your honeymoon. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. And obviously something you guys can both use. But you know what? You can do whatever you want. Yes, some people might say that's so inappropriate. A wedding is this. That you're right. Absolutely. But it is your wedding. You can do whatever you want. So I say go for it. If you want silver Tiffany jewelry, what do they say? What's the famous saying that most Americans say? Happy wife, happy life. I'm just saying. Okay, so do you, girlfriend? Do you? Okay, I'm almost done. No, I don't. I have quite a bit more. Oh, I don't have too much time. Okay. Anna Alvarez. Hi, Minnie. I am 20 years old, almost 21-year-old college student. I own a Neverfull MM and Demi Ben, and I love it. It was a gift from my boyfriend, and I am the second owner. I love my Neverfull, but I think it's time to purchase a wallet or a Eva clutch, but I feel bad being a college student owning these bags instead of saving. I do get good grades and will get some sort of scholarship when I go off to university. What is your advice? Should I save towards my college fund or splurge once a year? Obviously, education is extremely important. And I think if you actually splurged once in a while, like you said, once a year, I think it will drive you to do better in school and drive you to get better grades, thus being able to get a better job and ultimately being able to get as much Louis Vuitton as you want. Because obviously I used to be a working girl. That sounds so bad, a working girl. I used to, work at a company, and these pieces do not come by very easy for, average, like I'm an average Joe. It doesn't come very easy. I don't have, loads of money in the bank and being able to splurge here, and there. So working hard is what got me these pieces. So if you were able to get a good job and really be able to apply yourself and just start making all that money, I think, like I said, it'll drive you to do better in school. So I say go for it. As long as it's once a year. You don't want to end up spending way too much and then get derailed and then your education, takes a back seat. You don't want to do that. Okay. Diva Baby. Hi, Minnie. I love your Q&A. I have a question about your Swarovski collection. I heard people say Swarovski jewelry, the part that is not crystal, will change color over time because it is not plated with gold or silver. And when it does, you can just throw it away. Heck no. What is your experience with Swarovski jewelries? Does the metal part change color? I hope you can answer my question for the next Q&A. Thank you. Okay, so you guys have seen this ring a million times in my videos. I'm trying not to blind you guys. I have had this piece of this ring for a very long time. I have actually used it while I'm washing my hands, even though you're not supposed to, and it has not changed color whatsoever. I honestly think Swarovski jewelry is by far my favorite. I love Tiffany jewelry, but if I was to pick one or the other, I would go for Swarovski because I tend to have, obviously I like shiny things, but no, I absolutely think they are such a great brand that definitely keep their luster. So no, I personally have not had that problem. And like I said, I haven't been very careful because I wash my hands with it, and it is technically still fashion jewelry. Okay, Tara Eichmann. How are you loving your red Prada zip wallet these days? Would you recommend a Prada wallet in someone's collection? I have my eye on the Continental wallet in red. I'm feeling like it would be a great addition and a pop of color in my entire handbag collection. It would be my first Prada. Thank you so much. Here is my wallet. I believe this is the Continental as well, if I'm not mistaken. And it's still holding up very nicely. It's been a little bit since I've used this because I've been using the Josephine quite a bit. But I think it is a great piece to have. You can really get a feel for the Saffiano leather or whatever leather it is that you're looking at. But I think they're great. I think, especially because of the leather itself, I don't have to be too careful. And I absolutely love the fact that it does definitely add a pop of color. So I say go for it. I think they're great wallets. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Minnie. Oh, I'm sorry. Ame. Hi, Minnie. I just got the multicolored clay pochette that was limited edition in 2003. Very nice. A few days ago, pre-loved, and I was thinking of putting coins in there. Since the leather inside is a light color and I don't really need it, and I don't really want it to get dirty or stained, do you suggest that I keep coins and cash in there? Thanks, Minnie. I'm obsessed with your videos. Oh, thank you. You know what? You guys know When it comes to these key pouches, I do not use them for coin whatsoever. Sometimes I've had to use this when I did go compact, but I don't like to leave the coins in there too long. But because it is a lighter colored clay, or the leather part, I definitely would advise against putting coins in there because it will stain it, especially if you have it in there for a long period of time. So I wouldn't recommend it. You could do cash, but then again, the cash is very dirty. Money in general is very dirty, so you just want to be careful. Yeah. I know. A lot of people tell me that. They're like, why don't you put coins in there? I'm like, this is exactly why. I don't want it to get stained and dirty. Okay. Sorry, I did this again, and it's like, blah. Jazz Vance. I had another question from Jazz, which is Jasmine. I have a few questions for your next Q&A. Number 1, what do you use on your pearly whites? Your teeth are beautiful and so straight. Thank you. What do I use? I tend to use, what is it called? Colgate Total White, I think, the toothpaste. I don't really do too much. Sometimes I use the, what are those things called? The Crest White Strips. But I'm very, very careful because they make my teeth extremely sensitive, as do a lot of people. That's their number one complaint about it. But they do tend to really whiten your teeth. And as far as them being straight, I actually, I never had braces. I always wanted braces for such a long time. I would put paper clips in there. I know it's so dirty, but I put paper clips in my mouth, and I'm like, ooh. Because my friends had braces and I always wanted them, but no, I was very blessed to have straight teeth. So the bottom ones aren't, this one down here isn't as straight as I'd like. There's only one that's a little crooked, but no, that's it. I don't do too much. I brush my teeth like 3 times a day. I'm very obsessed with brushing my teeth. Okay, and number 2, are you a licensed cosmetologist? Your eye makeup is always so pretty. No, I am not. This is pretty much me just playing with makeup since I was like 17, maybe 16, if anything like that. Obviously, over the years, I've been able to get a little bit better techniques here and there as far as some of the things that I do. But no, not a licensed cosmetologist. I have thought about it in the past because way back when I wanted to own my own makeup company and call it Minerva. But I don't know. It's... I don't consider myself a makeup artist whatsoever. You guys know that. That's why sometimes when you guys tell me to do tutorials on makeup, I don't want to because I know I'm not a makeup artist. And some of the things that I do are so against the grain that I know I'll get tons of slack for it. Okay, and I think that concludes it. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm sorry, I have one more. Anna Alvarez. Hi, Minnie. Oh no, I already got that one. See, I don't like doing it like this. I try to save a little bit of time, and it doesn't really work out. I'm sorry, here it is. Christine Palmer. I have a question for you, maybe for Monday's Q&A. What have you heard about peeling on new canvas? I got a Delightful in Monogram 5 weeks ago, and it is already showing signs of the dreaded peeling that I've been reading about so much. Oh my goodness. On the Purse Forum. I'm taking it back to the store tomorrow, but I want to make sure that I replace it with a bag that has no canvas issues. Help. This is Monogram. Mostly what I hear about is actually Damier Ebene. So the fact that it's coming... I mean, it's happening to Monogram. I have no idea, to be honest. I wish I could help you out. That is very disconcerting because obviously you're spending a lot of money on a bag. And the fact that some of these companies, or the fact that Louis Vuitton has this happen is not, it's not good for business. So I don't know. I wish I could help you out. But I really wish that you get a bag that, that you have no problems with, because now, even if I recommend a different bag, who knows? Because as I said, Monogram is now in the mix. Ooh, that is not good. But I did have another Sebi, Anna de Jager. I'm sorry, Jaeger. She has been actually telling me that I should write a book on handbags, and I'm thinking about it. It's something that I like writing. I used to write when I was younger, and it's a passion of mine. And I don't know, I thought about it, and I think I just might do that. What do you guys think? Give me your feedback in the comments down below. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I think for this camera angle, I'm going to do it when I do Minks Monday Q&A. And you guys seem to really like when I did any other video that I show you guys stuff over on the counter. So I think I might do that. What do you guys think? Let me know again in the comments down below. I want to make sure I'm putting out as clear videos as I possibly can. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow with a what's in my pochette Matisse. But as always, you guys, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day.